Olivia, this looks juicy. I'm so excited for this show. I mean, it looked a lot of fun to do.
It was a lot of fun, a lot of stress. As you can imagine, a lot went into it. It was somewhat of a military operation, getting those lads out there, keeping it all under wraps, making sure they actually really believed in Brotopia, and they obsessed with that one.
Yeah.
They really needed to, like, embody Brotopia, and they did, which they made it almost scarier, because when I go out there to reveal the real show to them, I was nervous, and I don't really get nervous. And everyone that was worked with me on that, you know, everyone from Optimum Productions who worked with me for years, they're like, that's the first time I've ever seen a little bit of nerves, because I thought, I don't know how they're going to react. And what if some of them want to leave and we have no show? All these things are going through my head.
Well, I'm surprised more of them didn't want to leave, because they're signing up for one thing, thinking, yeah, it's all about the bros and being best mates. And then you're coming along going, no, 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 you've been stitched right up. But before we go into that, it was quite clever how you made it convincing, because wasn't it your idea to get your mate Pete Wicks involved?
It was.
Just to seal the deal there.
Well, we were in, like, late development meetings, and we were thinking of different ways to set up the fake show. Is it like an AI talking head, or does someone Zoom them from London or whatever? And I was like, I just feel that they're going to smell a rat. They need someone. I was like, who is, like, the ultimate bro? Who's good with the lads? Who will be able to get them all G'd up and would really be a believable host? It's Pete.
It's got to be Pete.
And obviously, he's my mate, so I called him up. I was like, you've got a free weekend in May. He was like, what's it for? So I said, come to Zante, you'll find out.
So you're over there, all the lads. They think they're basically on a working holiday, having a great old time. You hit them with this. This isn't what it's all about. What was the reaction like? Did anyone leave?
So no one left. So we had a full 8 stage. I know, unbelievable. Mixed reactions. Some of them, it was very explosive out the gate. Some of them, it kind of bubbled on for a few days. Some took it quite well. But the show, that is their big first shock, obviously. But there's shocks that follow that they took worse than the girlfriends being there and the show being fake.
So the girlfriends come over and they call out the boyfriends for all the things they've done wrong. There's no running away from this. No, they're there. They're there to face it. And then, obviously, you know what it's like. You have to give people a cooling-off period. We can't make anyone stay. So it was a real thing of, like, are they genuinely going to re-consent to this new show? And we had a 24-hour period where all we had to do was sit and wait, but it was horrible, because I was like, we can pick up tomorrow and we've got no show.
No.
And we've been making this thing for, like, over a year, and they could all just go, no, I'm not doing this.
So just to get an idea of how this works, I've seen the trailer. I mean, this is the kind of show I will be binge-watching, I'll be hooked on. But did the girls get to spy on the lads first and watch them behaving when they thought it was just them and the boys, yeah?
So there was a 24-hour period. They go on a night out on the strip, and the girls basically join them there undercover.
Undercover?
Undercover,
just like watching them in the club and stuff.
Yeah. So they see what the boys are behaving like.
And that's their boyfriends. It's not their exes, is it?
No, it's they're all these couples are in committed current relationships. Some have been together 8 years, 2 years, a year, but the casting team are just phenomenal, and they've been, like, learning about these couples for over a year. So we really made sure we had proper foundations, proper history. We didn't want anyone coming on the show who didn't have a real relationship they wanted to fight for. And it's funny and it's shocking, but there's a lot of depth, and you can imagine it gets quite emotional quite quickly, because you're dealing with people's real lives and their real relationship.
And they're seeing things that they will not want to see. I'm sure not everyone was well behaved.
They weren't. And then for the boys, I think as well, it was a very exposing experience, because they see what their behaviour looks like, I think, and what that behaviour, the effect it has on the person they love, you know, and I think that's also quite a sobering educational journey for them. So it's a lot of fun, it's a lot of silliness, and they are really funny, this lot, and I laughed. I've watched every show 80 times already, and I still laugh out loud every time.
What was the moment when the girlfriends revealed themselves and said, I've been watching you bad, bad boy? What was that moment like?
You could hear, like, a pin drop.
Yeah.
It was like, just silent, and just sort of heads and hands, huffing and puffing from the boys. The girls were, like, some of them were really angry, obviously, from what they'd seen. And they're just staring, it's like that, blinking, and the boys are just trying not to get eye contact. They're looking everywhere, but at their girlfriends, looking at the floor. They're like, so yeah, very dramatic, very tense.
As someone who's been the other side of a reality show, you know, you've done Love Island, your only way is Essex. Is it quite nice for you to be full circle and it's your show? Your name's on it. This is your baby.
I mean, in terms of a career sort of journey, unbelievable. Like, it still doesn't feel real, incredible, so grateful. But then also, as the host, I feel like I have this special connection to the cast, because I know I didn't do this show, but I know what it feels like to be in a big cast show. You don't know what really to expect. You're putting full trust in a team of people you don't know. Now it's going to come out on telly and people are going to watch it and comment on it. And I was with the cast last night. They were asking me lots of questions, and I feel what they're feeling because I've lived it.
Yeah.
And I think that's quite nice though, because I feel like I hope they can lean on me if they need to.
Well, yeah, because you're being really genuine. You genuinely have gone through this stuff, and actually you do half forget people are going to watch it. They've done all this stuff.
I know.
And now there is going to be backlash. You just know it, don't you? Because there'll be people tweeting and
do you know what? It's a really fun show with a lot of heart, but like you say, it's the hardest time ever to make telly, because, you know, if it's too quiet, it's boring. Yep. If it's too juicy, it's too much. And you have to find somewhere in the middle to keep things, you know, the right measure.
Yeah.
And like you say, you're not going to please everyone. That's what I was saying to them last night. I said, but you're true to yourselves, and you did a really brave thing. A lot of people are not brave enough to do that, so just got to hold your head high.
I love how much thought you put into these TV shows, these documentaries. You're very passionate about it, really.
I am, yeah.
Thank you for visiting our This Morning YouTube channel. Now, we upload new content every day, so go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out. And we'll see you in the morning.